I would start to create sequences that I would start to yield away as the facilitator. So I was trying to get away from, I say this, you do that. I say this, you do that. I say this, you do that. Because I don't feel in the end that's going to give people agency. And then I started to create sequences that I would ask them to repeat several times, also pulling away so that in each sequence they would have more opportunity to explore. And even that was really, really difficult for people to not have the do this, do this, do this, but I can trust that my body remembers if I cued them through a few times. And then inviting people to step off the mat, I think is such a pure practice of seeing where your edges are, where your resistances are, where your freedom lies. And I can say that it's gotten easier over the years because I think people are starting to get more and more tastes of investigative practices or somatic practices. And uh, and what becomes really curious as the facilitator is how can I invite them to it? So I try to make it a slow drip into the class and see what is possible. But I also am learning over time to also invite people if they want, they can stay on the mat. Um, but what I see is, I think it's the clearest arena to see where I mean, mats, for example, are hilarious. Like the whole thing of yoga is to get out of the box, and then we put ourselves in a box. And these boxes are usually rectangle rooms and rectangle buildings and rectangle boxes. And it's very curious, like, what is it all doing to our awareness? How are we shaping it in those ways? So I kind of feel like I pursued the end game of asana, and now I'm kind of interested in jazz. Like, let's, like if this is the body's music, um, and as I think a lot of us know, but newer students forget, like asana was never yoga. I mean, it is yoga, but it was never the initial intention. And I think I have to ask, and I have asked myself, like, does this lead to this? And what I've seen over time is as students find more freedom to step out of the mat, to step into the room, to color outside of the lines, to use more a part of their bodies, to trust themselves, it feels to me more, and I've seen they get more agency and freedom in their life.